What's up guys, this is the IJP Mexican. Welcome to another random video. I've been uploading a lot of Call of Duty Zombies, so I thought I'd break it up with a gameplay video of COD 4. And look, we're playing on Nuketown, kind of, but not really. Yeah, I mentioned this in my Nuketown video. What is this freaking map called? I just saw the name and I can't remember. Kill something? I don't know. Anyways, this isn't just like a random video. This is a video about elitism, and what pushed me over to make this video was this comment on Reddit that I saw. So I'm on I don't remember what subreddit this is from, but somebody was asking like what microphone should I buy to make videos, and I commented that if they had an iPod or a phone that had a decent microphone, they could just use that, and they could very easily clean the audio with a free software like Audacity, to clean up the audio and compress it so it sounds better. And they didn't really need to spend too much money on crap like that. And that was a few months ago. And then this one guy posted, "This is shit advice. Don't use a cell phone mic for anything you want people to take seriously." And I responded, "Yes, Mr. Elitist is right. Buy a really expensive mic for video that 2 people see. Yes. Also buy a Red for a webcam." If you didn't know, a Red, I don't mean a Red's not a Red camera, but a Red camera is I think it's semi-professional. I think it might be some of like the higher end ones are like professional cameras for movies and shit. So yeah, it's me poking fun of this dumbass. Oh man, this stuff really makes me mad. Elitism and like just I don't know what the word would be, techism, just like people saying like, oh, you need the high-end stuff to make anything worthwhile. It's such a dumb thing. I came across this a lot in film school. There was this one class where one of my classmates was talking about he has a band. He worked with a videographer on a music video, and he mentioned the fact that he was using a Canon T3, not even a T3i, just a T3, and the teacher was like, "Yeah, that's a not good enough camera to make a music video with." And I said, "Well, yeah, it's a pretty outdated camera. It's pretty hard to use, but if you have like enough equipment backing it up, if you know what you're doing, you can still use it." And he basically said, "Nope, it's not good enough." And I think like the only difference between the T3i and the T3 is that I think the T3 can't record at 60. Or no, it can, cause yeah, there's something, I don't remember what it is. Maybe I don't even know. Honestly, I can't remember. There is a difference though. There's a noticeable difference in some setting. But that pissed me the hell off because it's so stupid. Like, okay, I went to school in Mexico. It's basically a third world country where people aren't gonna be, not everybody's gonna be able to buy like the high end stuff. You would expect a Mexican film school to be like, use what you have, instead of being like, you need to get this stuff, and if you're not, then what's even the point? Like, there's been so many movies and the short films and other projects online and everywhere else that have used very basic equipment and done really good stuff with it. Like, freaking Shoe on Head, regardless of what you think of her content, regardless of what you think of her opinions on stuff, she has over 1 million subscribers, and she's using a freaking webcam, and people still watch because who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. It's, if she wasn't entertaining, it doesn't matter if she would have like a trillion K webcam. No one would watch. There's a movie that came out several years ago. I think in 2013. I actually don't remember what year. It's Tangerine. It's a movie about two trans prostitutes. It's pretty funny. It was recorded with like an iPhone 6 or something, maybe even an iPhone 5. It's freaking great. It's an amazing movie. It's really cool. It's kind of rough around the edges. There are some parts where you go like, "Yep, this definitely was filmed on the cheap." But who cares? Like, it's really well made. It's really well made. The subject matter is pretty funny. It's a fun movie. It's a fun movie. I definitely recommend it. It's not woke garbage, so yeah. Anyways, it's a cool movie. It was recorded with a freaking iPhone. Like, this guy, I'm gonna censor his name, so yeah, I'm not gonna say his name, but this guy, like, Yeah, don't you no, use what you have. Don't start out by going out and buying stuff. Use what you have, and then if you're good enough at it and you develop enough of a skill, you then go and buy stuff. It's like if you're if you're good enough, because there's no point in going out and buy expensive stuff if you find out like this just isn't for me, and then you buy like I don't know even a $50 microphone. That's pretty expensive. Like to go out and buy a microphone. Not everybody can drop $50 just right now. Some people can, but not everybody can do that, and not everybody should because you can use that money for other stuff. Don't just buy stuff because you can. And also, that's not a good thing either. That's another thing that happened a lot during film school. Nobody told us. Nobody freaking told us. Like, hey, conserve your money. Like, try to be like. Nobody said like, hey, maybe you should sell it. Okay, let's not make that joke. Okay, I'll make it. Yeah, nobody told us, hey, maybe you should start considering celebrating Hanukkah, Anyways. Nobody told us to be cheap. Nobody freaking told us to be cheap. I have no idea why. Everybody's like, you're gonna have to spend freaking a bunch of money. Like, no, you can try to. Okay, there's this famous movie. It's called El Mariachi, or El Mariachi if you're not dumb. I'll continue to say El Mariachi. I've never watched it, unfortunately, but people say it's a really good freaking movie, and it was made on the cheap, man. He basically just wrote into the script stuff that he had access to, because that's what you do when you don't have money. You go, okay, what do I have? What can I use for a movie? I have this, I have a bus, I have a guitar, and I have a turtle. I'm going to put all that in my movie. Kevin Smith, he had access to a convenience store. He made a movie about a convenience store, because what else is he going to do? He's not going to make a World War II movie. You can't do that. You can't make a World War II movie when you have access to an convenience store and nothing else. So just freaking use what you have. Like, I'm freaking recording with an iPod. Imagine if I'm like, I need to go and buy a $50 microphone, or even a more expensive microphone. Honestly, I don't even know what the pricings would be right now, because of prices are crazy. So I don't even know if $50 is like a legitimate pricing. It might be more expensive than that to get a microphone that's semi worth it, So yeah, it's stupid, and I'm sick of it. Also, like, that's another thing. We had a Blackmagic Pocket cinema camera. I don't think that's the correct full name. 4K. In our school, we had access to that. And there was one camera for the whole school, and everybody always wanted to use it for everything. When every student has access to a decent DSLR, if not a mirrorless, in some instances, people had mirrorless cameras that were decent and decent pricing. And people will still be like, I need to use the Pocket. Like, no, you don't. You don't freaking need it. It's nice to have, but do you need it? Like, because here's the thing. If you make a crappy short film with a really good image quality, it makes it look even crappier. Because you're like, okay, they have, like, good equipment, but everything else sucks. If you make a really good short film with a decent to even, like, crappy video quality, people are gonna like accept it. They're gonna be like, okay, that's fine. Like, you're working with what you have, and people will respect it. And if you like work it into like the style, like if your like whole like feel is supposed to feel like a low, not low budget, but like lo-fi, like people will be like, that's fine. Like there's a real okay, like people freaking like to listen to Daniel Johnston. That terrible singing abilities, terrible audio quality. But there's like a certain like feel to it that people like. I freaking like it. It's cool, but it sounds like crap, Like, imagine if I'm also a really big Pink Floyd fan, and they're famous for having super clean production, And Daniel Johnston is like the absolute opposite of that. Just you can freaking hear his fingers hitting the keys while he's playing, man. It's totally not clean, but I like it because it's a style, it's a feel to it. Imagine if I was like, this isn't clean enough. This production isn't clean enough. I can't believe this guy in the 80s recording in his basement didn't have a cleaner production. What the hell's the matter with him? Like, just shut up, dude. Just calm down. Just use what you have, man.
There's a teacher at my school. He didn't taught me. I actually worked with him on a short film a few months ago. He's super chill. He's chill enough. I won't say super chill. There's some things that he said about America that I'm not happy with, but who cares? He's never gonna watch this video, so it doesn't matter. I don't even know if he speaks English. Anyways, I think he's super chill because he totally has that attitude that I'm talking about. The just make what you can with what you have. Don't worry about it that much. He also was like he was telling us that he was trying to tell the students to like not take themselves too seriously because then you just look like a fool. Because, anyways, he records a lot of stuff with a camcorder, which like 100% is like looked down upon. But he's like, it works. It records in full HD, and it's super easy to set up, and I'm not recording anything crazy that needs anything better than this, so it works for me, it's fine. I think that's super cool! Because if it works for him and it's super fine, then who cares? Like, who cares that it's not a freaking mirrorless, with a crazy-ass lens, man. Speaking of lenses, today's is Christmas, and one of my family members got me a fake lens mug. When I opened it up, I just saw the EF mount and the size of the lens. It looks super legit on the side of the box. That was the first thing I saw, and I thought, oh my god, I got a lens. And I turn it over, and it's a freaking cup. It was amazing. Because from the side that I opened, it looks super legit. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Yeah, this is kind of a shorter video. Just reject elitism. It's stupid. Just work with what you have, and yeah, I could have mentioned. I'll mention it real quick. In middle school, may I put up some more gameplay of something? In middle school, that's when I started YouTube. Actually, me and my friend Samuel. He wanted to start YouTube as well. Around the same time, he never did because he was constantly saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna start once I get a better computer. I'm gonna start once I get a microphone. I'm gonna start once this, that, and the other. Once I fix my screen because the screen was broken or whatever. I'm gonna start then." He never did anything. He just waited and never made anything. And I made videos, and if I would have waited as well and not made anything, I don't think I'd be making YouTube videos now. So, yeah, reject stupidity and elitism.